everyone, my name is Paige. I am super excited for you to get your braces soon. Today my patient is Maddie and we are going to be demonstrating how we get your teeth ready to put some braces on. Alright, so now we're getting into prepping the teeth. So the first things first is I'm going to give our patient Maddie some glasses so that her eyes are nice and protected through this whole process. And then we are going to start by making sure the teeth are super clean with a prophy angle, just like when you go to the dentist. One open. This is just like a little bit of vibration and some noise. And then once we have prepped that, we're gonna give her a little rinse. Go ahead and close. And then we are ready to get started with the braces. So I am going to be putting some cheek retractors in. All we do is just gently scoop our patient's lip here. And then close just a little. Perfect. Now we're nice and comfy. How do those feel? Good. Good. All right, so now you're gonna just keep your tongue towards your throat for me, and we're gonna start by drying her teeth off. Once we get all those teeth dry, I'm gonna paint on a little bit etch to the tooth. And we make sure to cover the whole tooth surface there. Once that has sat for around 15 seconds, we're gonna give it a nice good rinse. And then we are going to air dry that surface again so that we can place our Assure. That tooth is nice and frosty. After we place our Assure, we're gonna air dry one more time. And then after this point here is when Dr. Heinz would come over to place the bracket. For demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna place it so you know what to expect. So all he'll do is he'll gently place that bracket on the tooth, and then he will take his scaler and just position it into its correct place. Since we are not gonna cure that on there, we're just gonna take that off. And then we are ready to get to our next step. All right, so now that we have all of our braces on, we have switched out to Tegan because she actually has some braces, so now I'll be able to show you how to put a wire in. First things first, if you want to decorate your braces with some colors, you might recognize these little ties. It's a little O tie is what we call them, and you can actually place them underneath the wire with these types of braces that we use because we don't actually need to use them to hold the wire in. So I'll just quickly show you one so you know what to expect, and that's what it looks like. Now that we have our colors on, we'll be able to place our wire. So I already have cut my wire to the right length. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and gently put the wire through the tubes in the back. And then we will be able to get it all the way through now. So now that we've talked about those little doors, all you do is just use your finger pressure, and then you are able to close the doors right over the bracket. Now that our wire is all the way in there, we're gonna be squeezing some stops closed with our tool here. This is called a Weingart. And now we are ready to what we call cinch the wire. This is just a little tool that bends your wire so it doesn't poke you in your cheek. This initial wire does not go all the way through to this very last bracket here, because if you were to bite into anything soft, it might pop right out. So we leave that out and then we add a little cinch in there. So a lot of the times when we first put on braces, the patients could potentially be biting on the braces. So we check their bite when they first come in so that we know if the braces are hitting their teeth. If that happens, the braces could possibly break off. So we add some stuff. It's like some blue glue to the top of their teeth. It's not always gonna go in the same spot for each patient. It could go on the front of their teeth right here, or even all the way in the back. So we just check their bite to see what will be the best for their treatment. And then if you look closely, go ahead and bite together. She already has some on that are keeping her from biting on her braces. And then to add that stuff on, all we would do is repeat the process of getting the braces on, so the etch and assure, and then we would cure it on there. And when they bite together, they'll be biting evenly on both sides. Once you have made it through some of your treatment, you won't need those little blue dots anymore on the back of your teeth. So we'll remove them once your teeth don't need them anymore, and it's like they were never there. All right, so today I'm gonna be showing you how to brush. Miss Tegan here has a mirror so that she's able to see exactly what I'm doing. So what we're gonna do when you brush your teeth every single day, twice a day, you're gonna do circular motions over your braces, underneath your braces, and even on top of your braces where your gums are. You might notice at first that your gums do get a little bit angry, but that'll get better as long as you brush really, really good. And you're gonna do this all the way throughout your mouth, not just in the front where it's easily able to be shown, to ensure that your brackets stay nice and clean for us. So we have some things called interproximal brushes. They almost look like a little Christmas tree. Some patients like to call them that. So what we'll do, this is super nice to keep in your pocket, something super easy to get your braces clean. If you have some food get stuck in between your teeth and your wire, you'll gently insert this interproximal brush, and all you'll have to do is kind of just brush it in between the wire and your teeth, and it gets all that food out for you. So now that you have your braces and you know how to keep them clean, there are a few foods that you need to stay away from. A lot of them are listed on this little list that we'll give you today, but there are some stuff that's listed that's more about how you eat it, not necessarily staying completely away from it. So the first one is fruits and veggies. So things like apples, you'll want to cut into thin slices before eating them. That just makes it so you don't break a bracket off trying to chomp right into a whole apple. The next one is potato chips. There are some thicker chips like kettle chips that will break your brackets, but Lay's potato chips are totally fine. And the last one that I have here is hard pizza crust. Nobody ever wants to stop eating pizza, so when you get to that crust part, just break it with your fingers first and you'll be able to eat it. All right, Tegan, how did we do today?
Super good. It was super easy and they feel really good on my teeth.
Awesome. All right, guys, we are so excited to see you soon, and we hope this helped. Bye.